Hello there, and welcome to another interesting episode of the newspaper review here on TAP TV for today, the 26th day of January 2023. My name is Cyril Aloysius, and it is my happiness to bring you headlines in different papers across the nation. Mr. Victor Sioku is the person once again to look at the papers with me for today. Sir, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
How do you do? Sharp. Okay, so today we'll be starting first by looking at the Vanguard newspaper, where we have interesting headlines. This one will start from page 11. This one says, at Vanguard Economic Discourse. At Vanguard Economic Discourse, How to Fight Inflation by NESG, OPS, other stakeholders. Okay, that's on page 11. At Vanguard Economic Discourse, How to Fight Inflation by NESG, OPS, and other stakeholders. Okay, that's on page 11 of the Vanguard. And on page 8, we have NJC OK's appointment of 84 new judges, 9 heads of courts. NJC OK's appointment of 84 new judges, 9 heads of courts. More of that story is on page 8 of the Vanguard. On page 9, we have reps to security agencies. Arrest oil marketers behind fuel scarcity. Reps to security agencies. Arrest oil marketers behind fuel scarcity. Okay, more of that story also is on page 8, page 9, I beg your pardon, of the Vanguard. On page 33 of the Vanguard, we have polls. US announces visa ban on Nigerians undermining democracy. Polls. US announces visa ban on Nigerians undermining democracy. Okay, that's on page 333 of the Vanguard newspaper. And on page 10, we have Glamour. Awosika shares Vanguard Personality of the Year Awards as Dangote, others step forth with gallants. Awosika shares Vanguard Personality of the Year awards as Dangote, others step forth with gallants. That's on page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper. And on page 10 as well, we have fuel scarcity, Naira redesign, plots to sabotage poll. According to Tinubu, fuel scarcity, Naira redesign, plots to sabotage poll. That's Tinubu saying on page 10 of the Vanguard. And lastly, in the Vanguard for today, we have on page 6, this one says, over 70 killed in Nasarawa, Niger airstrike explosion. Over 70 killed in Nasarawa, Niger airstrike explosion. Okay, that's the much you can take in the Vanguard for today. Mr. Victor, what do you have to say concerning Tinubu's statement about the fuel scarcity and Naira redesign as plots against him come this election?
Okay,
What do you make of that headline?
Well, it's been a destructive one from his side, and it has created so much tension. Okay, but I think he has clearly shown that there is no unity with him and the presidency.
Okay.
And that also shows that in the APC, there is some level of infighting happening in the APC. But one will wonder, why would he make such a statement when just recently Buhari campaigned with him in the north?
And pledged support as well.
Yes, but there was also a statement that he made that also caused some fuse when the president mentioned that Nigerians should not vote for fraudulent persons. He did not, as in the president, the president of the country, he did not come out to say vote for Tinubu because he is a candidate to vote for, because he is a non-fraudulent politician. So yes, the message that the president gave outside there wasn't so cool for the people and for political analysts out there. Then after, I'm trying to just give us timeline of things that have happened after the president going to campaign for Tinubu.
Okay.
Then after, we now saw a situation whereby the president visited Lagos. And when he was in Lagos, he visited Immortal Rice Farm. That's the big rice farm that is more like the biggest rice farm in sub-Sahara. So after visiting there, he did not make a word, he did not make any statement. So people were like, why would the president not make any statement to at least talk about the project, congratulate
Yes.
The governor that hosted him? Yes, it was Sanwo-Olu that hosted him. But at least make some statement. There was no statement at the motorized farm. There was not also any statement when the president went the following day to commission the red and the blue light, the blue line of the train line in Lagos.
I think there's a reason for all this.
He did not make any statement. Yes, so it's been ongoing that, see, there might just be an issue. But just yesterday, when he went to Ogun, the famous Ogun, the Ogun that where he made the first quake, when he was talking about the Emilokon, that was where the Emilokon slogan came out. When he said that it was his time, that he was the one that put the president in there. Okay, yeah, you know those statements that he made there, that it is time to make the Godfather the president now, so the Kingmaker the president now.
Do you think that statement from Tinubu saying Emilio community is my turn, do you think that statement is what must have resulted in Buhari's recent or current behavior?
No, that statement has been made a long time ago. And mind you, yes, people have been asking when will the president...
Not so long ago.
Well, but after that instance, people have been asking why is it that the president is not campaigning for Tinubu?
Because it's absurd, it's weird.
Why is he not showing up?
He's APC as well,
yes.
So...
Why is he not showing up during campaigns? But he then showed up. Now, another visit to Ogun State, he's now also coming out to say, see, they are plotting. He did not make mention of Buhari, but he said that they are plotting to use the fuel scarcity and the new Naira to destabilize or ploy against his plan to become the next president of the country. But I also asked him, the same party that they are in, which, yeah, we know that the president is the leader of the party, but this same party, we are not talking about, Nigerians are not talking about that this party has brought so much hardship on them. Nigerians are also talking that it is from this same party that we had a nation that has never been in debt this way. Nigeria is owing 77 trillion naira. It is also in this government that the number of children out of school has gone over the roof. It is in this dispensation of the APC that inflation has been so high, that poverty, we have a multidimensional poverty of about 133 million Nigerians. It's still in this administration that we had a president that was not present. So a whole lot of it.
For majority of his time in office.
Oh, I forgot to. It is still in this same APC that he never mentioned, that Tinubu never mentioned, that we had the highest level of oil theft in the history of this country. So yes, they might just be having their issues, but I beg to differ right now. I'm trying to say that it is not just about this fuel scarcity. After all, fuel scarcity has been there. Okay. It's been there all the way.
It's not a new thing.
It's not just a new thing for Nigeria. I think the new thing right now is that Naira is being changed. The note is being changed. And if you go to poor masses, yes, the poor masses are finding it difficult to commute, which I think is the most challenging part of the new Naira. Okay. But if you also go and check and ask questions, you find out that this new Naira has also helped in the inflation rate. Just last month, we had an improved inflation rate because of this new Naira. The same new Naira will also help in vote buying. Okay? And people are now asking, is it that Tinubu has been piling up this money to use to vote buy? So these are issues that are coming out. But see, lastly, I just want us to know that, see, the problem of this country is not just only about fuel scarcity and the Naira change. It is not. It's
Okay.
not my brother. So they should go else and settle their issues.
So, Mr. Victor, what's the way forward?
The way forward is that we are waiting for February to come so that Nigerians will go out and vote their choice.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Victor, for your thoughts on that headline. We'll move straight now to the Daily Sun, where we have some more interesting headlines. This one here on page 6 says, Naira redesign, fuel scarcity employed to sabotage elections, according to Tinubu. Okay, I think we've already seen this before in the previous paper. We'll move straight now to page 26, just above this particular headline, where we have, it's insulting to brand Peter Obi sectional candidate, according to campaign council. It's insulting to brand Peter Obi sectional candidate. That's the campaign council saying on page 26 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Moving on now to further headlines here on page 25 and 26, we have NNPC retail outlets making genuine efforts to address fuel scarcity, according to NATO. Reps urge security agencies to arrest oil marketers responsible for scarcity. More of this headline is on page 25 and page 26. On page 8, we have Kumuyi, Catholic bishop, advised Nigerians on election. Kumuyi, Catholic bishop, advised Nigerians on election. Okay, more of that headline as well is on page 8 of the Daily Sun. On page 27, we have, you are power drunk. Abia commissioner tells Onye Jaucha. You are power drunk. Abia commissioner tells Onye Jaucha on page 27 of Daily Sun. On 27 again, we have, US announces visa restrictions for individuals undermining democracy in Nigeria. US announces visa restrictions for individuals undermining democracy in Nigeria. Promises additional sanctions over 2023 elections. Okay, over now to page 6. We have the Sun Awards. The Sun Awards. We are pleasantly surprised you found us out for recognition. The Sun Awards. We are pleasantly surprised you found us out for recognition, according to Ume and Onoma. Okay, on page 6 of our Daily Sun. And lastly, in the Daily Sun for today, on page 27 again, we have PDP to conduct fresh primary as Abia Gober candidate dies. That's a sad one there on page 27. PDP to conduct fresh primary as Abia Gober candidate dies. Ikpeazu approves flags to fly at half-mast. Suspends campaigns till Monday. Okay, that's stories on page 27 of the Daily Sun. That's the much you can take in the Daily Sun. Mr. Victor, please, I would like you to react to PDP conducting a fresh primary. Please react to that headline.
Yeah,
please.
the unfortunate thing was that yesterday we got the news that the governorship candidate of the PDP in Abia State, Professor Uche Ikone, had died.
How do you see his death? Do you see it as a death that came as a result of natural causes, or it's part of the dirty Nigerian politics?
No, it is not voodoo. I think
Okay.
it is life happened. Okay, I think it was his time to go. And yes, the family tried to take him outside.
I think there were news that he was sick as well.
Yeah. The family took him outside the country, and as he was recovering, along the line, he had multiple cardiac arrests. As he came back from the UK, okay, usually this. Yeah, Nigeria and the health tourism that we have here. So yeah, he did the thing, which if we go down to detail, you just be wondering why is it up to now that we are also having our politicians taking the trip all the time if they fall ill. But in Abia State, you just keep wondering, is it that we cannot? Guy, Abia State teaching hospital, they are owing lecturer, they are owing doctors 24 months of salary. So you find out that where you have in quotes, a favorable incoming governor that has been, patronizing the UK hospitals. What then happens when he becomes the governor? Do you get that? So, and it's just not a new thing. Abia State is unfortunate. It's unfortunate with those people, the people of Abia State, that they not had quality leaders. But that aside, yes, he left yesterday around 4 a.m. and yeah, such thing puts the party or the politician over there in a pandemonium stage. And just yesterday, INEC, through their publicity, their spokesperson, came out to say, that's Festus Okoye, came out to say that Abia State PDP has 14 days to have a new primary. Yeah. So some persons are born like, why didn't they now just put the deputy as to replace the deceased one?
Okay.
And they said no, that since the election has not happened, that they just have to do a fresh primary. But now, Abia State is unique in terms of their politics right now, because the current governor, Bazo, hails from the Ngwa region, okay? And currently, there are issues. Reason, because Professor Ikonne is also from the Ngwa region, actually from Isialangwa. The current Abia State governor is from Obingwa, just neighboring local government areas. And the masses are like, come on, this should be in rotating form, okay? Because it went from Abia North to Abia Central, then to Abia South. Why don't you want to continue with this rotation? After all, it has been PDP since 1999. This time you will not tell us that, okay, party came. Yeah, PPA though. There was PPA where TA Audio won. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed. I don't know whether I have all this time to say all this. But yeah, just go on. Just so that our viewers can have a feel of what is happening in Abia State. Okay, so the PPA back in 2007. The PDP and the PEPA has some issues. So a faction of the PDP left to form PPA that was headed, or that was formed by the then governor, Orji Zokalo, who is a current senator and who is a supporter of Atiku and Tinubu, and who is an APC member now. So right now, Abia State has so much, will I say, top politicians right now, okay, vying for this position. Yes, it's a PDP state, no two ways about that. And I see PDP going for, yeah, they might just take the day, because incumbency is there. And I was just telling somebody out there, see, this election will just be about every unit. It will be down to the units to tell these politicians having their units, be like, come, you just need to deliver your units, okay? It's coming in a new level this time around. Okay. I guess, okay? But yes, Abia State has 3 major candidates. I need to, well, some people say it's 4, so I just have to mention YPP, the YPP candidate, the Labour Party candidate, the APC candidate, and the PDP candidate. So 4 major parties in Abia State. I don't know, some persons might be like, ABGA, but personally, I don't think the ABGA thing, the ABGA thing doesn't really work in Abia State, okay? Okay, so when you check this, yes, like I was mentioning, in 14 days we should know the new candidate. But when you check these 4 other parties, you find out that you have a very young person, Asaga or Asaba, the YPP guy. Then you have Emenike from the APC, and you know that APC we have somebody back in the APC, which is Senator Orji Zokalo currently, and they are a formidable force in Abia State. Then you have the PDP. Then lastly, I just had to go with the last party in my analysis, which is Labour Party. Labour Party has a person of Alex Oti. Okay, I am not here to take any sides. Okay, but yes, but Alex Oti, for many persons out there, crosses the T's and dots the I's. Okay, and since that he is, yes, all these persons are called Abamen, just like. See, sorry, in Abia State, it is like if you are not an Aba boy or Aba man, you do not, you are not seen in the scheme of things. Okay. Yes, we have Uma here. We have different regions in Abia. We have the Bende side, we have the Abreba side, and all. Ohofia is a very powerful place, a powerful town in Abia State. But most of the time, it goes down to you being an Aba boy.
Okay.
Okay? So now, even when they are...
Why is it that way? Why is it particular about...
Aba is too powerful in Abia State. You can't take it away from them.
Okay.
You cannot compare the aura that comes out from an Aba man and I know my... Sorry, I'm just... my analysis out there.
Okay? It's fine.
Yeah, and they have the population, and they have the credibility, the street cred, the never die prowess.
It's a victim.
Okay, so sorry guys, but you find out that just take a look. Professor Ikone reps himself as an Aba boy. Okay, he went to Ngwa High School. That's another school. Oh, we don't have all this time, man. But yes, see, for you to become a top Abia politician or so influential, there are some rituals you need to go through.
You must have some connections with the Aba
There
region.
are some things they need to know you for. Did you go to Ngwa High School? Eh?
So you're saying if I'm not from Aba, to be precise, in Abia, I didn't go to Ngwa High School.
I know by now the times are changing.
Okay.
The times are changing. Maybe the next generation of politicians, these things will change. But back in the days when they had top schools, Iziama High School, Sahako.
Okay.
Oh, maybe see, you guys should Taft TV should go do a documentary in Aba.
Oh,
Come on. Serious.
All right.
Okay. I think I'll stop it here, man.
Okay. Still on the newspaper review, we'll be back after the short break to give you more headlines and, of course, discussions. Please stay tuned.
Now that you have registered for your PVC, it doesn't stop there. Ensure you pick up your PVC. Be alert. Join many Nigerians to vote credible leaders that will change the tide of this nation. Do not sell your vote. Remember, this is our future. Your vote is your voice.
This message is proudly brought to you by Thav Media Limited.
Okay, welcome back from that short break, and moving straight now to next paper for today, which is our last as well. We shall be looking at the Guardian newspaper. Headlines here in the Guardian says Tinubu jabs federal government, alleges sabotage with fuel crisis, Naira redesign. Tinubu jabs FG, alleges sabotage with fuel crisis, Naira redesign. Okay, we've seen this before. And on page 28, we have crisis in Rivers deepens as destruction of campaign billboards escalates. Crisis in Rivers deepens as destruction of campaign billboards escalates. More of this headline is on page 28 of the Guardian newspaper. On page 6 of the Guardian, we have Reps fume. Reschedule meeting with CBN on Naira redesign. Reps fume. Reschedule meeting with CBN on Naira redesign. Okay, more of that headline is on page 6 of the Guardian. On page 2 of the Guardian, we have Ikone PDP has 14 days to conduct fresh primaries. Lawyers declare. Ikone PDP has 14 days to conduct fresh primaries. Lawyers declare. Okay, that's on page 2 of the Guardian. On page 3, we have U.S. announces visa ban on Nigerians undermining polls. Democracy. That's on page 3. On page 3 as well, we have Senate ignores consideration. Passage of 22.7 trillion naira. Ways and means. Senate ignores consideration. Passage of 22.7 trillion naira ways and means. Okay, that's on page 3 of the Guardian. And lastly, in the Guardian newspaper for today, we have on page 3 again, dozens killed in Nasarawa, Benue. Niger border airstrike bomb blast. Dozens killed in Nasarawa, Benue. Niger border airstrike bomb blast. Okay, that's on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. That's the much we can take in the Guardian for today. You want more details on the headlines you heard today, get a copy of the papers for yourself. Mr. Victor, just before we call it a day, please react to these bombings in the Nasarawa Benue Niger border airstrike.
Yeah, I saw these gruesome pictures. They were not good to look at. You see, Nigeria has turned to a nation whereby people die every day and we take it as normal. It's really, really sad and unfortunate. Yes, we know that there are elements of bad headers out there that have been causing mayhem, have been killing people.
Yes.
But we don't also want to hear a situation whereby our military will go out there and kill people innocently, which is being alleged right now. Yes, it has not been so affirmed, but yeah, some papers out there are pointing their hands to the Air Force for carrying out that strike. So, but what happened from what the governor said, the governor of Nasarawa, Governor Matawale, saying that these cattle rearers / headers, that they went to Benue State from Nasarawa to go and get their cattle that were seized because they violated the laws of Benue State with respect to cattle rearing.
Okay.
So they went to pay their fines, and on their way back, that they were shelled, they were bombed. So there are also news and indications saying that it was a drone attack, that a drone landed the bomb on them.
Really?
Some say that it was an aircraft. But
how true
right
is that?
now,
How plausible is that?
No, it's possible. We have that technology. We have the technology to fly drones, or carry bombs on with drones and drop. We have such technology. But you just begin to wonder, like, what the issues that we've been facing in this country, whereby you have a situation whereby the police, the NSCDC,
Wait,
the
Mr.
security...
Victor, let me get something straight. You mean Nigeria has such technology?
Yeah, we do.
And we have been suffering from headsmen here and there, bombings and killings.
No, sure, we do. But there are ways to apply this. There are ways to apply these bombs. Okay, you not see where cluster of people. Yes, you've identified that they are kidnappers with innocent persons, and you go drop the bomb there. No, you need to find out. Do they have children? Are there children there?
In their possession,
yes. You need to find out whether those criminals are they walking around with their children and their wives.
So at the end of the day, you don't end up killing both the criminals and the innocent
children.
people. Okay?
Yes. So that is where the police and the SSS, the information gathering departments in this country, I think many of them are being paid for not doing nothing. So this is a situation whereby we should have gotten valid information before that strike. We know that, yes, recently the governor of Benue State has been crying out loud that his people are being killed on a daily basis. They could have had a false information that, the persons moving around at that time were the bad headers, they were killing people. So unfortunately, it's turning out that these are innocent people that have been killed. Some papers have reported 100, some reported 40-something, some reported 27, and all manner of numbers. But people were killed.
It's a tragic
people were
one.
Killed, and it's so unfortunate.
It's actually very much unfortunate. Well, that's the much we can take in today's episode of the Newspaper Review. Thank you so much for staying faithful to your screen. We really do appreciate it. Without you, we would not be here. That is a fact. My name is Cyril Aloysius, and this is the end of the road for us. If you haven't subscribed, please click subscribe, and of course, turn on your notification bell so you get notified when we come online and drop new videos. You can also check us out on our social media platforms. Check us out on YouTube. We are TAF TV on YouTube. On Instagram, we are TAF TV _NG on Instagram. On Facebook and Twitter, we are TAF TV. Thank you so much once again, and I would say until we come your way again next time, to enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.